dark carnival vibe, really. They come from Chicago. Quintet. They were actually formed for a Halloween party. I think it was a couple of years ago, and it went so well. They had so much fun they decided to make it a full-time project, and they haven't really looked back since. The track you heard comes from their great album called The Curse of the Cloak, which was mastered by Dan Precision, who's known for being one of the founders of Rise Against and 88 Fingers Louie. We should have a review of the album The Curse of the Cloak up on Remaster Review in the next few days, so keep your eyes open on the audioburger.com website. You can find out more about that release and a bit more about the band. If you want to find out, can't wait, just want to find out more about the band now, then just hit them up at www.creepyband.com or facebook.com/creepyband. And they've got 2 gigs coming up. Another band you've got to see live. It's an experience you will not forget, and you will be basking in for months, if not years after. They are that good. Monday, February the 4th, they're at the Empty Bottle in Chicago. That's a free Monday event, so just walk in and enjoy. And then on One for Your Diaries, Friday, March the 22nd, they're at the Ultra Lounge in Chicago, where they'll be appearing with Howl. So go and check them out. And say before then, just hit them up on their Facebook, their website. Say hi. Tell them where you heard them. Usual routine. I don't really have to tell you, but it's good to remind you, isn't it? Yeah, simple as that. Okay, next up, we've got the other band which opened the show. The other great band. Another band that really... all the bands have sort of, made a mark. They have to sort of get appearance in the show. I have to like as well as just choose, to be honest. I'm a bit sort of selfish like that. But the next band, Dr. Caligari, definitely hit all the right notes. And first track was a classic, and this is no different. The track is called London After Midnight. It's Dr. Caligari.
Far too long, more than you'll ever know. I can't tell you where I've been, so come on, let's hit the road. I've been so lonely all this time. So where's it gonna be? Your place or mine? Gaze at these vacant eyes, hold a hand as cold as ice. Take a look, what's around, then you'll realize a chill runs down your spine. But it's too late to run, too late to hide. 'Cause you know that something ain't quite right. Beneath the floorboards way out of sight. And you know you shouldn't go outside. Shadows where the monsters hide. When the living and the dead reunite in London after midnight. Terror racing from your head, ears are ringing from the screams. Air is stolen from your lungs like some morbid fantasy. This world has changed since I died. Now I'm back from the grave, I won't be denied. 'Cause you know that something ain't quite right. Beneath the floorboards way out of sight. And you know you shouldn't go outside. Deep in the shadows where the monsters hide. Where the living and the dead reunite in London after midnight. 'Cause you know that something ain't quite right. Beneath the floorboards way out of sight. And you know you shouldn't go outside. Deep in the shadows where the monsters hide. Where the living and the dead reunite in London after midnight.
The mighty Dr. Caligari with a great track called London After Midnight. They're a trio from Cardiff, which originally started as a solo project for guitarist Johnny Horror. He was looking to release an EP in 2011. Needed a vocalist, so I went searching and met up and linked up with ex-Ghostfire member Mr. E for vocals. Going well, thought got to do it live. So they then brought in Gwyn Jones on the drums, and they've been bringing up a storm ever since. Great band live, great band, as you can hear in the studio. The track comes from their self-titled EP, which was released last Halloween. A band that's going to make that a regular feature, which is always good. If you want to find out more about the band, it's www.drcaligari.co.uk. Or Facebook for I say it in English with a translator on the side. Facebook.com/Dr. Caligari Band. Okay, it wasn't that hard, was it? And they've also got a gig coming up, big gig. They're playing Club Dead and Buried, which is at the Mother Live in London, and that's Friday, February the 22nd, where they'll be appearing with Gertrude Stein, but loads more going on in that event. So if you go and make sure you're there at the time Dr. Caligari are on stage, and if you weren't planning on going, well, now you've heard it, you haven't got a lot of choice, have you? So Friday, February the 22nd, put that in your diary and make sure you're there. Cool. Right, next up, we've got to change. Again, we've got to change up the sound just a bit. We have to keep it shuffled. A bit of garage punk, psychobilly, psych, the Cramps, all those influences make up the great sound of the Creeping Ivies, who are up next. And this is a track from their new album called Mirror, Mirror. The excellent The Creeping Ivies from up there in Dundee in Scotland. Another duo, this time it's Becca Bomb, vocalist, guitarist, and Duncan Destruction on drums. We played them before in the Bone Orchard and loved them. The sound is just like no one else. It just gets all the primal instincts in you to the fore. It's great stuff. I love it. The track you just heard, Mirror Mirror, comes from their latest album, the brand new album called Stay Wild, which came out last December, and it's exceptional. If you like that, you will love more of that. So definitely steeped in the likes of the Cramps and bands like that. And it's, don't know, one of those. If you love it, it's a rapture. It's not just I like that. You love it, and that's definitely that with us. The band, the Creeping Ivies, already supported the likes of Viv Albertine, Vic Goddard and Subway Sect, and got some great shows lined up in the coming year. So you keep your eyes open for that. They have a gig coming up February the 2nd, Saturday. Forgive me if I say the venue name wrong, but I think it's McChills. It's McChuills in Glasgow. It's called the Lux Lives event, and basically it's a celebration of the life of Lux Interior and all things the Cramps. So as I say, that's Saturday, February the 2nd. That will be an event. Loads going on, so go and check it out if you're in the area. Definitely. Website wise, must hit them up at www.thecreepingivies.com, and on Facebook they've got a page, so just put their name in the search bar and go and find out more. There's reviews on the Big Master Review, so you can go through the Audio Burger site and find out more about that album and their previous releases as well. And hopefully we can get an interview with them up on the site in the very near future as well. That's Creeping Ivies. We love them, so I think you should too. Okay, that's an order. Next up, we've got, what have we got? We have got the excellent Tony Jones and the Cretin 3. You've got to like them just for the band name alone, haven't you? So, see what you think about their great sound. We think it's rather special. Let's see if you do. The track you're going to hear is called Midnight Mass.
Myself a little stroll. The wind was blowing and the air was cold. That's when I saw her walking up to me. She had a red dress and said, "Come with me." And then she took me by the hand. Her flaming eyes made me understand. She had red lips that I couldn't resist. That's when she gave me the burning kiss. She laid me down on an altar of blood and said, "Come on, boy, let's make sweet love." They started to dance while we're making sweet romance. The flames of hell grew higher and higher with every lust and burning desire. That's when I heard someone say, "If you're born in sin, you don't have to pay." And then the devil, he walked on in. He said, "Who's doing the sin of sin? Are you the one sleeping with my daughter?" I said, "Hey man, you got a drink of water?" That's when he looked at me and started to smile. He said, "You're my boy, you're the devil's child." I had a blast at the midnight mass. You'll have a blast at the midnight mass. You need no money, you need no cash. You'll have a blast at the midnight mass. So come on in and do your sin at the midnight mass. I had a blast at the midnight mass. You'll have a blast at the midnight mass. You need no money, you need no cash. You'll have a blast at the midnight